Okay. Hi everyone.
Salam.
Salam.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Salam. Salam and hello.
Salam and hello to you too. Okay, Dave.
Hello alaikum.
I'm gonna make two announcements. Okay. Number one, I have good news for everyone. David and I are going to start a 6-month coaching. I have just decided that yesterday. Hi, Zori John. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to start this coming Sunday, which is, I'm assuming, is going to be May 21st. And we're going to go for 6 months. Okay. The goal is, number one, we want to get all the kids and teens to join us. And we want to get the kids to get out of their phones and their games and all that, and start exercising. And we're going to motivate the kids and the teens and the moms to work out. Okay, so this is a great news. We're going to start by teaching you all how to work on the mind, motivation, and all the good stuff, because in order for us to go for 6 months, it's going to be a long time, and we want to get all the moms, dads, everyone who never exercised before in their lives. We're going to start from the beginning. So it's going to be great, because I'm thinking that at this time it's really crucial for all of us to be healthy. So we're going to teach you how to eat. We're going to give you weekly recipes. Dave is going to be with you guys every single day to give you workouts, and it's going to be amazing. Okay. For those of you who want to sign up, you can just do it through our Instagrams, Facebook. What else do we have? Telegram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, emails, and all of that good stuff. Hi, Mo from Montreal, Canada. Hope you're doing great.
Hello.
Okay, so let's get started, Dave. What are we doing today?
What are we doing today? Yeah, that's the question. What are we doing today? Because if you're talking about motivation, I need to let everyone know, I find it hard. I think everyone is the same. Motivation, to be honest, not me, either. Whoever I know around me, coaches or whoever is around me, are not good at motivating people. I can't push you to do the things that you're supposed to do. It's your own decision. It's you to figure out what's going on with you. Yeah, we play a part. Definitely we play a big part as well. But whoever is trying to get motivated, or you're doing most of the job. You can't expect that from others, especially the motivation. We're going to get through that a bit later, but I just wanted to get this out of the context that it's my coach's duty, or it's my personal trainer's duty to keep me motivated. But it is part of my duty to make sure that you do the things that you're supposed to do. But first thing that has to happen is for you to turn up and come and turn up.
To show up. Everybody needs to show up, guys. This is a commitment. Yes.
Yeah, have to show up, and you have to commit, and the rest. Take the small steps. So everything starts from the very beginning, very first step. If you're gonna start a book, you don't start with a big 100 pages or like one page or even one paragraph. You start with one word. You read the first word, and then that leads to the second word and the paragraph and the page and the chapter and the whole book, and then you finish the whole library.
Exactly. You just have to take the first step, guys, and the first step is to choose that you want to be healthy. But anyways, when it comes to motivation, guys, as we all know, when we have a trainer, when we know somebody who knows their job, are helping us through the process, and we meet with them daily, we're getting our exercise, we're getting our diet, we're getting our whatever the supplements, whatever we need. When you know somebody is with you for 6 months, so it would make it much easier. And as Dave said, all you have to do is to make a decision and show up. Okay, so it's basically it. But I'm gonna also give you guys the why, because we always say knowing the why we're doing something or we want to go for something is more important than anything else. Okay, so the first step is we sit with you guys and we say, why do you want to start exercising? When you start thinking all the benefits that, oh, I'm going to be having more energy, I'm going to be detoxing my system and my body, my lymphatic system is going to start to work out and cleanse me inside and outside. I'm going to have much more clear mind. I can do much better if I'm studying, especially for kids and teens. If you're studying, it's great because now you learn how to be mindful. Now you learn how to have control over your mind. Therefore, your study is going to be much better. If you guys are working, you can concentrate much better. Okay, you're going to stay younger. You're going to have an amazing body that you can show off to everybody. So there are so many benefits. But for those of you who's going to sign up for this webinar, I would like you guys to write down the why. Why do you want to work out? Why do you want to start exercising? Why do you even want to be healthy? What's the advantage? What does it give you? Okay, so you all have to turn in your paper why you want to do all this stuff. Okay, don't worry about motivation because I have that part covered up for you guys. Are we going to work on the mind? We're going to teach you, I'm going to teach you some practices how to control your mind. And when your mind is saying no, you know, and you learn how to stop your mind and say, listen, thank you very much. I know that you're here to protect me, but I have made up my mind. I have made a decision that I want to be healthy and I want to exercise. So don't worry about that part. That's done. Okay. So tell me, guys, from Instagram and Facebook, who wants to join this 6 months webinar? Who wants to be with us? And also, you guys have already met Dave. Dave lives in Manchester. He's from England. And he's... Huh? Cardiff.
I'm in Wales. Yeah.
Well.
In Wales.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours away from Manchester.
Okay. Sorry about that. I mixed...
Oh, that's all right.
Mix you up with your parents.
No,
Anyhow.
Wales, we don't like the English that much. We don't like the English that much in Wales, so
okay.
It's a little bit offensive if you call it Welsh English. I don't know. I'm only joking. Yeah, I live in Cardiff, Wales. I've got a gym, so I can run you through it. You can have a little look.
Okay.
My gym is there, so that's like I've got a small place. That's kind of all of it. Okay, I've built up this gym and I call it Cardiff Beach Fitness, and it's where I kind of film stuff and I do my workouts. The idea is that actually it might be worth sharing, and I'll take my clients here and stuff. So when the gym's open, like for quarantine, we're gonna do a lot of very simple, basic stuff. And as we go along, gradually we open it up. So I'm talking about just moving, bringing your shoulder up and holding it for 10 seconds, to turning it around, holding it back, and do movement with your shoulder. So we start from something very basic, and then we build that up. It depends what levels or what you're looking for and what competency your body has. I'll try to give a little bit of information of your body. So do a couple of screening, self-screening. I'll tell you a couple of stuff that you can do to find out if the problem comes from your hip, why your knee is hurting, why your back is always in agony and pain, why your shoulder is hurting so much. Maybe, again, I'm not a doctor, but I can try and tell you how to screen your body and find out where you're going wrong, what's happening in your body. So
great. Dave, hold on 1 second before you go any further. Sahar sent me a message that there is something wrong with your mic. You need to adjust it, or you need to bring the volume down.
Can you hear me? Or
No, you're too loud. Stay with me, Dave.
Oh,
yeah, she says you need to lower your volume and maybe chill out a little bit. That would be great. Okay. Before I forget, Dave, I want to teach our audience and also give you this exercise. I don't know if you know about it or not, but this exercise is very simple, but it has shown scientifically that really works on both sides of the brain. And we have documents with kids who have autism. And Zorajan, since your nephew has autism, you want to tell your sister to learn this exercise and do it, okay? So here's the thing, guys. You're going to take your right hand, okay? Everybody do it. You're going to take your right hand and grab your left earlobe. And then take your left hand, the opposite, and grab your right ear. You know, we have acupuncture points. So you're actually squeezing your ears from different sides. And then for 5 minutes, you do squat. Got it? So just, let's say I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Yes. So don't forget, Dave, please put this at the beginning of each workout, especially for kids and teenagers, so they can concentrate much better, because what this does actually, it activates both sides of your brain, the right brain and the left brain. And it really helps kids who have ADD. It really helps kids who have problem with concentration. So this is not just for kids. Even adults are saying after a week of doing this exercise daily for 5 minutes, they have noticed a tremendous change in their memory, in their behavior. They feel much more calmer. They can be more focused. They can do their task, or they can study much better. So I just wanted to put this out there before I forget that we do this exercise. Very simple, 5 minutes of squatting up and down. This is number one. The second most important thing, Dave, we have to work with breathing. We have to teach people how to breathe. Although this is the most important thing, most of us have such a shallow breathing. It's just like comes from right up here. No wonder we are so anxious and we are so stressed out. Okay, so we have to start working on our breath and really learn to inhale and exhale much deeper than we do right now. And as you guys know, breath is one of the tools we can use to detox our body. So whenever you guys feel really anxious and stressed out, which most of us are today, this is one technique that you should practice at least for 2 to 3 minutes. So this is the exercise. We inhale on count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We hold our breath for count of 7, and we exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, just not to make it complicated. 5 inhale, 8 exhale. Let's just stick with this. 7 inhale, 7 hold our breath, and 7 exhale. This is another one that we have to really deeply work on, this breathing and inhaling and exhaling. And one more thing, one more last thing, and then I would shut up, Dave, and I will give it all to you.
Carry on, I'm enjoying.
Huh?
Carry on.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this.
The third thing, guys, again, for stress and anxiety, this is what we're going to do. This is also very easy. You're just going to use your opposite hand and just caress yourself. As you're breathing, slow down your breath and just go. You just do this a few times and then stop and breathe and see how anxious are you. If you feel that you're still very anxious, continue doing this. Okay, and the last exercise for anxiety, you just cross your hand again and just tap like a butterfly. Just tap. Very slow. Breathe and tap. This would really calm you down and bring your stress level down. Zorajan, thank you so much. By the way, I have to say thank you. I'm so grateful for having so many of you wishing me a happy birthday. My birthday is actually tomorrow, May 17.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Dave. So, thank you so much for thinking of me.
25? 25th birthday?
Oh my God, I totally forgot that I'm going to be 1 year older. No, Dave, I'm going to be coming 58 tomorrow.
No, that's not possible.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
I keep telling myself, and I think, Dave, it's this
I'm
is
looking up to you.
Thank you.
That's what I want to, not exactly, but that's what I want to look like when I'm 58.
Thank you, Dave. So this
Maybe
is
shorter hair though.
yeah, I cut my hair today too for my birthday. I cut my hair. I said, let me have a change because this is so important this year to be healthy and to be clean and to be exercising and to embrace the change. So I just want to put that out there, Dave. Actually, the reason I might not look my age is because of years of healthy dieting, going to bed at 9 p.m., getting up at 4 or 5 a.m., not using, people don't know I'm going live. They want to wish me happy birthday. I don't use alcohol. I don't use any drugs. I use loads of supplements. Even today, maybe 10 to 20 supplements per day I'm taking. I exercised all of my life. I worked on my mind. I work on meditation. And I have to say, when I started to accept the gift of becoming a healer, and I used to go into deep meditation, sometimes, Dave, I tell you, I would pass by the mirror accidentally, and I would look at myself in the mirror, and it felt like I had a facelift. I mean, being in a silent meditation for 1 hour, or I used to at the beginning, maybe even longer, it just gives you so much youth. So I also want to bring that to you guys, that meditation, it's so important and crucial for everything and being connected and all that. Okay, too much. I talk too much, Dave.
No, okay.
Coming back to you. Go on, Dave. So
yeah, like I'm all up with that breathing patterns. That's really important. What you mentioned it is very crucial. If you can't breathe in one position, you shouldn't be in that, or you have to fix your breathing in any position that you can. And again, just like you mentioned, shallow breathing and belly breathing is different. You have to try to breathe in your belly, not in your chest.
mm-hmm.
So it is really important. I've done a lot of weightlifting and playing volleyball. I think the most underestimated thing that I've seen is breathing. So it is really important. We get on that. We do a lot of exercises with that. It is like a pattern that you have to teach your body. Not everyone knows. You are born with it. You are born with it, but we lose it just like how we do squats. And as we get older, we lose that pattern of doing squats or like animal flow. So I'm all on that with you. And meditation also is really, really important. If you're talking about motivation, it's all in your mind and it's in your brain. So if you can take that time to meditate, there's tons of ways to do meditation. I don't think it matters that much what kind of meditation you do, as long as you do some sort of meditation
Mm-hmm.
to take that time off. That's the start to it. Get a pro. You're a pro at meditating. Then yeah, then you can try different. So yeah, that's very useful content. I think. You have to teach your mind as well as to teach your body, and these two are really connected. Your mind and your brain. It's just like losing weight. I don't know. I don't want to touch on that subject again of losing weight because we talk about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But just want to say, just like losing weight is like a training. It's like how you exercise your mind to stop the bad habits that you had, just like eating out of emotion or emotional eating, overeat, and not exercise, not being active. It's mainly because of your mindset, not because of your body can handle it. But definitely, your body is the most complex thing in the nature, in the universe. I would say our body is. So it's capable of doing a lot of things that you can't even imagine. You can't imagine what your body can do unless you unleash this potential. And hopefully we can help. So you discover maybe a little bit, maybe if you discover 2% of what your body is capable of, I think you've got a long way. And there's so much into it. So that's what I say about breathing and keeping motivated, keeping yourself motivation. I think when it comes to motivation, I usually go with 3 questions. So these are the 3 steps or 3 questions that you have to ask yourself before you offer it. Well, you know about it. As psychologists use this a lot. It's that first question that you want to ask yourself is, can you do it? like what the picture that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Either it is you want to lose weight, you want to stay active, you want to get better at something. Do you see yourself doing it? Like if I decide today I want to be Usain Bolt on 100 meters, but I can't see myself doing that. You know, but you have to, before you do anything, you have to ask yourself, is this, can I see myself doing this? Picture yourself, have a vision of if you do it. And the other thing, the second question I would think you would ask is it going to be where like the work and the response that you do throughout this procedure, is it going to get you where you want to go? So do you have the tools
Mm-hmm.
to get where you are, or you want to be Usain Bolt on 100 meter, but you don't have a coach, you don't have a track, you don't have a weight room to exercise for it, and you don't have no facility. So again, do you have the tools that you need to get you where you are? And what is the outcome? Do you see the outcome? So if I do A, B, C, and D, is there a high chance that I get there with the tools that I've got? Mm-hmm. Or no, I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D, but I just don't know. It's halfway there, halfway not. I don't know. So you have to be sure that is this gonna get you where you want?
So you need a specific plan. You need a specific plan, and this is step A, and then A will lead me to step B, and B would lead me to step. You have to be really clear and have a clear plan and step by step on how to get there. And then every once in a while you look back and you measure your progress, because this is so important, Dave. As a human being, we live with ourselves, and many times we don't notice the changes. We don't see how much we have progress, you know, because I'm with me and I'm seeing myself. But then all of a sudden, like I go on a keto diet, and then I forget, because I'm working, I'm being so busy, I forget that, all of a sudden, I don't feel as hungry as when I was eating more carbs. And I'm more clear, or sometimes I'm more energetic and I have much more time. I don't notice it. And then suddenly someone sees me and says, oh my God, you lost so much weight. I'm like, really? I don't see it because I live with myself every day, right? So this is very important to somehow be able to see our progress. How much am I progressing? Oh, I used to work out for 10 minutes, and even 10 minutes, it was way too much for me. But now I'm doing 20 minutes, and then 3 months later, I look back. So Dave, would you recommend that people have some sort of writing down plan to see how much they have progress, like they do a check mark?
Definitely. If your path is not clear, how do you know you're going to get somewhere? Well, I believe there is no destination. So if you choose something, it has to be infinite, because we live in an infinite universe, and there is no getting A to B. It's just floating from A somewhere that you can get to B, and then C, and then Z, and then all of that. So I don't believe in having one destination, because I know when you get there, you realize, oh, that's not what I wanted. Just like every celebrity or every person that has got somewhere is shouting and saying, like just what Jim Carrey said about, I wish everyone gets fame, money, and everything that I've got, to realize that it is not what they really wanted.
Right.
You know, so it's, I think, mainly instead of setting a goal that is very basic and is all materialist, you're just going to have to change your way of living, way of just like you did. make a difference from today and tomorrow. Change small things, start with small steps, then change it, and they will take care of the big changes. It's like because I play volleyball, what we say is when we go for the block, okay, if your hands are close, and then if you open your hands and go for the block, I encourage them to do that, because it might be 2 inches more that you cover from the block, but that 2 inches means 2 meters at the back of the court. So by just doing this small change, you actually cover 2 meters. The 2 inch makes 2 meter difference on your block. That means you got a higher chance of winning, and the whole court is 9 meters times, I think, 6. So it is a small change that makes massive difference. So as I said, if you see the consequences, if you know what you have to ask that question. The second question is that, do you have the tools? Do you have that plan? Do you have those facility that you needed? Do you know what things you're going to use along the way? Just a clear idea. Don't have to have everything. You have to have a clear idea. The third question, I think it's kind of the most important question, is it worth it? Whatever you want to keep yourself motivated about.
That's a very good point. Is it worth it?
If it was, okay, because if you give it up, for example, I don't know, carbs, whatever you better diet. I don't want to go with the diet, I know this is touchy subjects, but the consequences of the sacrifices you make in your daily routine, there are things that you have been doing, now you're doing it differently. There was this tasty ice cream that you were having every night, now you're going to have it once a week. Or other sacrifices that you could sit on your ass all day, now you're going to have to exercise for half an hour. In anything that you decided to do, motivation I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Weight loss, I don't know, you want to jump higher, you want to, I don't know, beat your opponents, or you got a kid that wants to be more active. I don't know, it doesn't matter, I think, what your motivation is. As long as you ask the question, is it worth it? What am I doing? What am I getting out of that? And the sacrifices I make, am I better off not doing them? Because if halfway through you realize, oh, actually, I'd rather stay home and watch that TV instead of doing all of those half-hour uses.
Absolutely, yes.
You will halfway, you will give up, and then you beat yourself down, and you feel like, oh, okay, it was my fault. But the thing is, your goal was not good enough. The thing that you did not worth your time in your idea. In which case, I'm not talking again. Weight loss is not my main concern. It's not something that I emphasize. I know a lot of people want to lose that weight. They want to get there, but I emphasize that instead of thinking about just losing weight, think about you carrying this body and this brain for the rest of your life. You got a home that you're going to live in for the rest of your life until the day that you give your last breath. How are you going to treat that body? How are you going to treat that mind? Are you going to do something about it, or it's not worth it? I want to just sit home, and I don't want to do that. I don't want my kids to do it. Well, if it's not worth it, don't bother, because halfway through or somewhere along the way, you're gonna find out that I did this out of no contest behind it. I didn't know if it was worth it or not. Just didn't want to do it. So instead of starting and wasting that time, give up. Don't even show up. Don't do it. If you think it's not worth your time, like I'm just being honest. And I think our responsibility, kind of as coaches or as people who are trying to motivate others, or I don't know, we're trying, but first thing, I can't even motivate myself. So it's a big thing. It's a big lie if I say I get up every day, oh, I'm gonna do everything today, I'm gonna smash everything. No, it's once in a blue moon I wake up and say, oh, I feel great. And most of the time I wake up and I'm like, am I still alive? Jeez, why am I still alive? And then I take the first step, fix the bed, making coffee, look at your diary. Oh, okay. Well, I've got a lot of things to do. I need to catch up. Then you start building back up. Okay, if I don't do this, I'll have to do it tomorrow. If I don't do it tomorrow, it's like 10 days ahead. So I'd rather get these things done. So again, motivation is just the name or a brand that we put on work, because you're gonna have to do that work if you want to get some. If it's not worth it, if you don't have the tools to get there, there is no point of you getting up every day from the bed, not doing anything. So I think it is quite false. False if we just say we are motivated all the time, every day of the week we get up and oh, this is great, I'm amazing, and everything is amazing, and I just feel great, and nothing can put me down. Again, that's not what we want. But I'll let you take over.
Okay, thank you, David. That was a great point that you made, especially because I know how that feels. That we have a goal and we say, oh, I got to do this and I got to get this degree, or I have to do this, and then once we get it, we're thinking, is that it? Because for many years, I've been going through this process. As soon as I would achieve a goal, it didn't give me that satisfaction that I thought it would give me. And then right after, I would set up the next goal and then the next goal. And each time as I would achieve the goal, I would be sort of disappointed. Dave, I'm sorry, you have to be more still because the mic is picking up.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, hon. Thanks. So basically, that's a great point that you brought up, that is it worth it at the end? And we're talking about becoming healthy. We're talking about exercising, right? So of course it's worth it, because today with this coronavirus and everything that's going around, we really understood that our health is extremely important. So we have to know if it's the most important thing, then of course it's worth it for me to start working out, to start moving. The more we move, the better we feel. And as we know, when we exercise and when we move, so many of the chemical in our brain is changing. Our brains start releasing endorphin, serotonin, and the feel-good hormones, right? So we don't have to rely on alcohol and drugs to get that good feeling. We basically, by exercising, our brain automatically will release abundant of serotonin, not melatonin, well, to a degree, dopamine, endorphin, that makes us feel energized and happy. Okay, so is it worth it? Absolutely, but that's not something for me to say. That's something for you guys to think with yourself. Is it worth it? Now, something else that I want to bring in, guys, is so often I see people are not understanding that the nutrition part is so important, because the food that we eat, we become the food that we eat. Okay, so remember, when I'm eating greens and salads and vegetables, when I'm eating that, I become that, and my body reacts totally different than when I'm eating a Big Mac and French fries. So keep this in mind. I become what I eat. When you really get this, you don't have to push yourself or tell yourself or motivate yourself anymore to eat healthy. When you understand that everything that you eat, you become it, and then...
I'm a chicken.
Huh?
I'm a chicken, definitely in that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I eat a lot of chicken. I know what you mean. It is really important.
I know.
What you put in, what you eat, kind of. There's got a lot of nutrition. Whatever happens in your body is really connected to food, and they do food therapy as well. So yeah, I'm on that. But
So
I'm eating a lot of chicken.
yeah. So when I was studying psychology, one of the part that still stick in my head is that when they studied a lot of people who were in jail, they either attempt suicide or they killed someone. When they studied and they followed up their diet, they find out that they were eating a lot of red meat. And when they look at a behavior of people who were calmer and more gentle, they didn't have as much anger, they realized that they were more on vegetarian diet. So that confirms that eating a lot of animal food, especially red meats and all this, it affects our body to be more angry or have more anger within us. In Ayurvedic, the medicine of 4,000 years ago from India, it's amazing. They talk about every food that we eat and the effect of that food in our body. And then like the old Persian style, we had cold categories, food that makes your body cold and cool and calming, and food that like coffee. You see, like right now, especially at my age, as soon as I have a cup of coffee, doesn't matter first thing in the morning or any time, suddenly I get this rush of heat and my face becomes red, because in Ayurveda we say coffee is extremely acidic, and it makes the liver to be on fire. It heats up our livers, so we get that heat, the hot flash, right? But then again, on the contrary, if you drink chamomile tea, or if you drink like mint tea, it has such a cooling and calming effect on your body, right? So when we understand this, then we become much more picky or choosing about what I'm putting in my mouth. It makes it easier, okay? So as Dave said, he eats a lot of chicken. That's why.
I love a steak.
Huh?
I love a steak. I love a steak so much. It's unreal.
You like what?
Steak and chicken.
Okay.
So these are my main diet. And I eat a lot of vegetable, but I do a lot of intense workout.
Okay.
And I do a lot of weightlifting. And I'm not sure how much I agree with you on meat and red meat and everything else. As at the same time, I disagree with the way that their agriculture has taken farming and the way that they are farmed. I completely disagree with that. But
don't we all, Dave?
I'm the person. I've heard it. Yeah, I'm not feeling God. Like if in a million years I will still have my steak and I will still have the chicken, but no, I'm trying to add more vegetables in my diet and get the protein that I want from the supplement. But what I want, because I know, and I've studied this as well as studying athletic development, somehow well, on my body still there is no substance for red meat, so somehow I still make sure that I have enough of that every week. But not
so when
week.
you take,
So
Dave,
that I eat everything.
yeah, this comes from the nutrition part. When you eat red meat, you want to make sure that you're taking that with vitamin C, because vitamin C helps breaking down the protein into amino acid. So it's the combination of that. For instance, a lot of time I say in Persians, they have خورشت آلو اسفناج, which is a perfect combination. You're using the meat, whether it's red meat or let's say it's red meat, you have spinach, which is your iron, and then you have aloo, which is vitamin C. This is a perfect combination for you. So remember, anytime you eat meat, it would be amazing if you can mix it with vitamin C's. And that's why you see a lot of time when you go to Japanese or Chinese restaurant, at the end, they bring you some, Dave, I have some background noise from something from your mic. I don't know what it is. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're getting this static noise. So a lot of time when you go to Chinese or Japanese restaurant, you see that they serve some cut orange or grapefruit or lemon. Also, taking daily stuff like torshi or shur, fermented vegetable is amazing to add to your diet for the good bacteria in your guts. So it could be like just cucumber. There's two ways that you make it. Either you just make the vegetables. I don't like vinegar, so Minu John makes it for me, and she just used salt water. But also you can use apple cider vinegar or any other kind of vinegar, and you can put all vegetables like broccoli, cauliflowers, fennel, mint, all of these, and add them together. Dave hates sweet food. This is not sweet, honey, Sarjan. This is sour. Zora asked a great question, so let me answer her question. She said, when we are fasting, which exercise is the best? When you're fasting, Zora Jun, the best thing is actually not to exercise, or if you're exercising, very light exercise, maybe yoga or Tai Chi. What happens during the time that we're fasting, our body sends a message to our brain, oh, there is a chance to detoxify the body. So the body actually starts to detoxify, gets the toxins out of your system. When you're doing this, you don't want to put pressure of exercise into it, because it's going to give you reverse effect. Okay, so when you're fasting, your body really needs time to be relaxed in a state of meditation, maybe just walking, swimming, or like I said, yoga or Tai Chi. You don't lift weight, you don't do heavy duty exercise when you're on fasting, okay? And other question that came in, how many days should we exercise? That's a very individual question. Who are you who's asking this question, okay? Because as I always said, giving a nutrition or a diet to someone, it has to be specifically designed for that person. The age, the gender, the complications, surgeries, so many things, blood types, and all of this comes in. So we have to see, that's very generalized answer of how many days a week. It has to be programmed specifically for you. Who are you? How healthy you are? How much are you sleeping at night? Because if you are someone who is menopausal and you can't sleep at night, you can't do heavy duty exercise because that's going to have a reverse effect on your body. And also, this is what I want to add here. So many people are thinking while they're exercising, that's the time that they're burning the majority of their calorie and they're losing weight. So I want to make a correction here. While you're exercising, your body is extremely busy by going like to your carbohydrate reserve and deposit that to, or go to your muscles if you didn't eat enough carbohydrate, to use that for energy for that time. You are actually losing or burning the most while you are at rest later on, not at the time that you guys are working out. And also I want to add this before I forget. So many people are undermining how much they are eating and the calories, the amount of calories that they take in. Especially when it comes to taking snacks. During the day, people snack too many times and they're under an assumption that, oh, I worked out really good today. That's the biggest mistake. The majority of people who are not losing weight, because they're thinking, if I intensely work out for an hour or hour and a half, now I have permission to eat as much as I want or whatever I want. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that the amount of the calories that you burn during your workout, it's much less than you're assuming, comparing to the amount of calories that you put in taking in. So keep that in mind. And snacking is bad, it's terrible. It's really wrong teaching to snack all day. Why? Because you're supposed to have 3 meals per day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In between, you should not eat anything, because by snacking constantly throughout the day, you never allow your body to get to your fat deposit and start using that for energy. Okay? So for those of you guys who are going to sign up for this 6 months webinar, we're going to get really into the deep details, the latest science of how our body works and what's right and what's wrong. Therefore, I'm offering all of you guys to sign up. Especially, I would like people who never worked out in their entire life to join. I would like us to get the kids and teens to join. This webinar, we make it very affordable so all of you guys can sign in. Kids are free, okay? It's because my plan is to get our kids to become healthy and start, I don't want to use the brainwash word, but to switch their frame of mind of being a couch potato, being on their phone and playing games and having so many hours of sit down. So that's the goal. Dave, tell me, do you want to add up something here before we wrap it up?
Yeah, it's just a couple of things. First, I wanted to mention about the snacking. I might disagree with you.
About what?
When it comes about the snacking, about the snack, I might disagree with you on one. I rather, if you're hungry and you're driving in the car and you are foodie, so I go with the terms of eat only when you're hungry. It's simple, but it is very useful. I rather you have a small snack in the car than getting home and eating the whole fridge. So it is again having the habits of eating rather than what you eat is what kind of habits you've got on your eating. Again, I think just wanted to add that, and just wanted to say again, thank you for having me here.
Sure.
If anyone signs up again, if you're a complete beginner, we've got a plan for you. If you're advanced and you've worked out your whole life, again, we've got a plan for you. And especially if you have kids in the house and you want them to get involved as well. So I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, so just to also add in there, Dave, the goal of this 6-month seminar is to really work on the mind, right? So, for instance, when we have planned our whole week, preparing a week before about what am I going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we have our whole week ready and we're working on our mind, we don't allow our mind to get to the point that, oh, I need to eat, I need to take something. Also, keep that in mind, that you are a guy and probably the majority of people who are going to sign up are going to be female, okay? And as you and I know, women and men are totally different species, that they have to be trained different. Their diet has to be different.
I disagree a little bit on that. Our body, male and female, we have small differences, but the training, the way that we move, the movement patterns, we got the 3 different plane of movement. They are very, very much same. If you look at the big coaches, especially in the world, that the one that they training Olympic gold medalists, and actually I believe the same, that they are completely different. If I have a female and a male, there should be a lot of differences, but I came to believe that our bodies, they are different. They are working in a different way, but they are very similar. The way that they move, the exercises, maybe there are a lot of differences from the training that a 50-year-old woman does to a 30-year-old man. Of course, there is a lot of differences, but it is, again, it's back to the individuals. As you mentioned, it could be a 50-year-old just like yourself, and be super fit, that it can be the 30-year-old guy on the exercises that he can do, and they can't do it. And I'm 100% confident that the things you can do, a lot of people I see around me that they are my age, they can't even get to have. Okay, so what I believe is there is a lot of similarities in how our body moves, regardless of our age, sex, and capacity. Our body movements are almost similar, almost identical. It's a kid, a girl, or a boy.
Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, we missed, I think I saved it. Yes. Okay, everybody, we're gonna go for Farsi live. Please don't go anywhere, those of you guys who speak Farsi. And I see you soon on, again, Facebook and my Farsi Instagram, Sudi Burnett. Bye-bye. Love everyone.